School counselor fights tears as she gets prison for snoo with student. I've lost my husband, my home, my friends. Yeah, she's not sad about what she did. She's sad that what she did had consequences. She's like, well, I see all these other female teachers getting away with it. I thought I'd get away with it too. Why am I the one that's not getting away with it? A now fired counselor at an elite Ohio Catholic boys' school fought back tears as she was sentenced to prison after admitting to having sex with a student, saying she has already lost her husband, home, and friends over her disgraceful behavior. It's about time there's some consequences for this. I'm just really glad that for once, one of these female teachers actually had a husband who wasn't a complete cuck. Because remember the past couple of ones we talked about, the husband was actually standing by them even after she was fucking cheating on him with a teenage boy. But nah, this guy was like, I ain't putting up with your 304 ass yet. Well, why don't you go beg your 17-year-old boyfriend to bail you out? Emily Nutley, appropriate name. Yeah, we covered her previously. Yeah, that was when she was convicted. Now we're covering her sentencing. Had asked to stay free on probation after admitting sex with a 17-year-old student, but was left with tears in her eyes Tuesday as judge sentenced her to 3 years in prison. Yeah, probably going to only get a few months, but it's still more than she was expecting. Yeah, so she's a woman. She thought she could just cry and get a slap on the wrist, and just like the past 30 times she ever got in trouble. The married mom, oh, you mean formerly married mom, had told the judge that there was no excuse for her depraved behavior, which includes sex with the vulnerable teen in her office at their prestigious Jesuit school in Cincinnati, where she was supposed to help the most at-risk students. I guess she helped them lose their virginity, huh? Well, I crossed a line that should never have been crossed, Nutley said during a sentencing hearing in Hamilton County Court. And now you're going to pay the price for it. I think every day about the impact of my actions. I've lost my husband, my home, my friends. I've caused harm and embarrassment to my children, said the mom, whose husband filed for divorce soon after the scandal broke. Good. It is great to know that there are still some guys out there that aren't complete cucks. And Nutley had sex with a student multiple times. See, that's how you know it wasn't just a one-time heat of passion mistake. Including in her office at St. Javier High School, according to school court documents obtained by WLWT. She threatened to Minecraft herself if the boy ended the relationship, her victim said, and she described the abuse that took place, or as he described the abuse that took place during the fall current year -2 semester. Nutley's husband, Jonathan, fought for divorce just weeks after she was fired in October last year when the student came forward. It emerged in court that Nutley had exchanged nudes with the student and given him a monthly allowance as well as answers to an upcoming test. Oh my God. Now you know the real reason the kid was doing this. She preyed on the most defenseless person she could find, prosecutors said in pre-sentencing documents seeking at least a 5-year prison term. She was described as a broken whammons, battling mental health and substance abuse issues by a doctor hired by her defense to examine her. Would that have been an excuse? Like if this was a 43-year-old man that was having sex with his 17-year-old student, would that excuse have flown? Oh, yeah, he was battling mental health and substance abuse issues, so you got to let him off. If it wouldn't fly for a man, it's not going to fly for a woman anymore. Sorry, this is equality. Nutley, however, made clear she did not expect forgiveness. I have not earned it. At least she's right about that. Her victim has sought a 10-year sentence for his abuser, saying it forever changed his life. When the abuse started, I didn't know I was being taken advantage of. The victim sent a statement read out in the court by Elise Dieters, the assistant prosecutor on the case. She would not leave me alone. She told me she would Minecraft herself if I ended it. Even at sporting events, people yell her name at me. Oh, man. So now they're bullying him over it, too. Poor guy. Having to put up with this BS, man. Nutley pleaded guilty in April to 2 counts of sexual battery and each a third-degree felony. On top of her 3-year prison sentence, Nutley was ordered to serve probation for 5 years following her release. She will also have to register as a Tier 3 sex offender every 90 days for the rest of her life. I am glad we're finally seeing some equality with these sentencing. I mean, the prison term is a bit light for what a man would have gotten, but all the rest of that stuff, we're making progress. This is good, man. We're finally getting some equality. Yeah, every 90 days. Yeah. Well, the point of that was to make sure that they're always tracking you and know where you are. But yeah, she has to keep reminding them, yes, the tier 3 sex offender is still here. But the important thing about stories like this is the American public school system has orders of magnitude more predators in it than the Catholic Church ever did. And yet the Catholic Church is still memed on to this day. Whereas the public school system, they're making up excuses for. And it's all because of the genders of the of the PDF files. That's it. That's the difference. Yeah, tier 3 sub for life. That's will she go for prestige? I think she might actually. I mean, at this point, she might be thinking, well, what else do I got left to lose?